Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is Cindy Altig. I hope I pronounced it right. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for having me here, Caroline.
Ooh, and I'm so happy that you said yes. And I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience because I we met through Facebook, and I don't know so much about you. I know you love horses.
hmm Oh my God, yes, the horses actually were my inspiration during life. Since we're talking about inspiring and inspiration, I think when I was 5 years old, I told my mom, I want to ride this horse. And we were in a riding stable, and there was a friend riding the horse for 1 hour. And he was like, yeah, come, you can come here. And after 5 minutes he said like, okay, now your time is over. And I was like, what the hell, you're allowed to ride 1 hour, and why am I only allowed to ride 5 minutes? So this was my initiation to have horses in my life. And then actually, after graduating from school, I always wanted to work with horses also, and I stepped into formations, official formations in Germany, um, international dressage in a very famous stable also. And there I realized actually that to train in a let's say in a level, in this international level of sport, where's the animal? And I started to connect with the soul more. And there I realized, okay, is this really what I want to do? Like in life, training the horses for the client, receiving money from the client to show the horse on competition. And also, I had the feeling it needs more harmony all over the planet in the combination rider and horse. So coming back to this journey, I decided to first go in a global player and do other formations, like doing this kind of business where you can like really gain money and be financially a little bit like safer, because with horses it's quite hard to gain money, to receive money. You're always on the side of, oh, I need to pay for my horse, and I need to pay for this hobby, for this passion, for this pastime. But always it would come to my life again, and I started to do both. And after 17 years of global player and horses, like having these two lives, I said, okay, what's going on here? And I did my first vision board. And on this vision board, I was like, I need to travel, I need to earn more money, I want to be financially free, I want to have animals and nature, I have like those values. But horses were a little bit like, okay, focus on online business coaching, freedom, because having a horse, honestly, who is going to travel with a horse stable like at home? Nobody does. So I decided to change this, and focusing on this online business for the last 3 years now. Suddenly the horses came back. It was like I met this golden stallion in Switzerland, and he was calling me also on social media, and I talked to the owner, and she was like, oh my God, you're the first person that contacts me, I think you should ride this stallion. I was like, is she and this is funny because this pullover I was wearing when I first rode the stallion in December last year. It's like, you're
Mhm.
asking,
Yeah.
and the room opens for this story. I
Wow.
wasn't prepared to tell this. And since that, I'm actually like doing both again,
Mhm.
combining the coaching, mentoring, and all this spiritual work with the soul essence of the horses. And like, what a gift, really.
Yeah. Wow, it sounds so great and also inspiring for me. And then you wear the same, and you have this horse in the background, this
Yes.
image. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I see it. It's so beautiful. Yes. Yes, I remember the pictures on your Facebook profile, and maybe I felt attracted to that I did horse riding, but only I think like 2 years in my life, not more. But I always loved these animals, of course. Um, Beautiful. So thank you so much for telling me this. And my next question is, what inspires you?
Nature. Nature is my biggest inspiration because I think we can learn everything, everything from nature. What I teach and preach is to bloom and to be visible um with your soul essence, with your work, to go out and to spread your light. And people so often like hide behind their own shades. And I always compare this to a field of sunflowers, for example.
Mhm.
You have millions of sunflowers on a field, and there's not a single sunflower who says, "Oh, there's million sunflowers growing. What am I gonna do if I like?" They don't have this comparison. They don't have this, "Oh, I start being greedy when I grow more." Nature grows and shows us that actually you have a catastrophe, like a natural catastrophe, for example, and it grows again. There's no yesterday and no tomorrow. It's just like we go, we go, we go. And this is abundance for me. Nature for me is pure abundance. So, what we can learn most and what inspires me most of nature is really like to see the apple tree in my garden and to see the quantity of apples that I will like not be able to eat through the whole summer. So I will guard for the winter, and one apple tree can like nourish me for a whole year if I do it like the steps. And this is something I have goosebumps now that inspires me a lot. Yes, nature and my kids also. But they come from Mother Nature, so
Yeah. Yes, they are closer to a little bit. And thank you for sharing as well. It made clear to me the sunflowers, they are all unique. Even
Mhm.
though if you have your like blinders or so, like horses blinders, you think, oh, so many sunflowers, they are all the same, but they are not.
They are
They are
not.
not. They are unique, and I love that analogy you brought up. Thank you so much. My next question is, who inspires you?
Ah, my kids. There we can go.
Yes.
Yes, my kids.
Mhm, mhm.
I have two daughters,
Oh,
9 and 3 years of age, and oh my God, this is like making me cry of joy every day because they're
mm,
so connected, so connected. They speak truth. They speak truth if we allow and if we accept to listen. It's for me the most inspiring creatures we can actually, if we talk like who, if you mean a person, like a
yeah.
human being. Animals of course also inspire me, but my two daughters really open path for so many thoughts and actions also.
That's amazing because when I think of some people shutting their kids off, like they have to be quiet all the
Hmm.
time or hide somewhere. I remember those types of education in the last century, maybe. Yes. And when you say this, they are telling the truth. This is so right. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
sometimes the truth hurts.
Mhm.
Sometimes it hurts. It can be really hard, the truth.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
who am
Oh,
I to contradict God?
yes, what a gift. What a
Yeah.
gift to recognize this. Wow, thank you so much. And how do you inspire other people?
By walking the talk. This is for me the most important. Like, I mean, I don't know how I inspire actually people. Maybe a little part of my ego likes to to be this inspiration, but also what I feel is really to walk the talk, to have these bold moves, humble decision, everything. Like, just go for your visions, just going for let the heart speak. And this
Mhm.
is what inspires because I think that the sunflowers are unique. We are all unique. And we are also important because we inspire different people. And there's not one people that, maybe there are people that inspire a lot of people and others that inspire like from quantity perspective, but I think this doesn't count in the quantum field. It's your inspiration, and people, although they don't tell you, will be inspired in a subtle way, even if it can be a trigger. I trigger people. I know that I trigger people a lot also. And in the end, a lot of those people that I trigger in the beginning end up as my clients.
Oh,
So this is inspiration also. This is, are you able to take this trigger? Are you able to see the gift?
yes. To
And
turn the coin or to
yes,
see the other side, the benefit. Wow, this is so amazing what you said about trigger. And yeah, thank you so much. And what are your gifts and talents?
I have a deep, deep connection with souls and energies. That this is something like a shaman part of me that is not, it's not the part of me that I show a lot on the social media, for example, because what is my radiance, my attraction for people is a different kind. But when you come closer to me, I think the biggest gift is that I have a big understanding for your story. And this is something, and I can read the energy. I can really feel it. This is something, and yeah, I would say that is very talented, that is roots given. I was a bit shy in the past to see this as a gift,
Mhm.
because I always thought I was different, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And what I also see as a big gift, like more in the, let's say, material corner of this dialogue, is the topic of money. The
Mhm.
topic of money, money mindset, money emotions, all this subtle and obvious we have on the subject of money.
Yeah.
And this is something, when people come to me, most of the time they have an issue with money.
Mhm.
Money doesn't flow, or money, it's like a negative part of it. But also the contrary, we can, people that have a lot of money feel guilt, feel shame, feel, and also this part of money emotions. I have a bright um, spectrum of
Mhm.
understanding, and through actually experience. Through
Wow.
experience, yeah.
I love that. What you said about people who have a lot of money and cannot really enjoy it for some reasons. Yeah.
Mm, I don't know if it's joy that they don't allow, or below there's a shame or feeling guilt because I have something that others don't. So of course the outcome is that they cannot feel joy.
Mhm.
But in the end, we have a very low frequency of guilt and shame
Mhm.
or fear. To use money for what it's for, I think in my world, money is there to be in the hands of good people so we can spread this money all over the world. That doesn't mean that I need to, I have to work on my greedy part. I have to work on my fears. I have to work on my, all these emotions that arise when you start working with money.
Mhm.
And also as a coach, as a healer, so many fabulous people on the market, let's say, that have a topic on money
Mhm.
because they think, oh, I'm a healer, I should not receive money. I am, and this is something so old fashioned. Come on, really.
Yeah, it is. And maybe it's a hidden inability to ask for the money. And I would like to ask you for your definition, because there are so many definitions what money really is. Like money is
Mhm.
energy, or for example, do you have a definition?
For me, money is love, is the energy of love. It's the energy of giving and receiving. It's a neutral energy, actually. The problem that money has is that in the past thousand of years, it was always being instrumentalized and used for bad stuff.
Yeah.
And this is why the energy of money turned out to be very low on a let's say global perspective, because the weight money has, the reputation, all this poof, very heavy. So everybody, you, me, you, if you're listening or watching this video, have a look at your money issues, because you are here to liberate it. And through this, you will liberate yourself, of course, and you will liberate um, the whole field, of on a global scale and on a global perspective.
Yes, that's so true. When we work on ourselves, the whole world changes, right? The frequency
Exactly.
of the world is raised.
And you stop pointing on people that do bad with
Mm.
money according to your definition on what's good or bad. Look at yourself. And yeah.
That's so important. Thank you for pointing that out. And do you have, yeah, I'm sure you have goals for 2024 or projects. What are you working on?
Oof, secret.
Oh,
Big secret so far. I am actually working, let's say like this. December 23 to 24, my motivation for this year was grounding, because
mhm,
I had this online business, I had ups and downs, and I was traveling a lot. And what I felt last year is really to ground. And what I now recently, I don't know, found was the place inside myself, a place inside myself called home. And I want to further establish this home from the interior to the exterior, to the external.
mhm.
Actually, this is yeah, at the moment my biggest, let's say, issue or task I work on. Yeah.
This is really beautiful what you said. Yes, because you can travel as long as you wish and you will not feel at home because and you take yourself always with you. You cannot, yeah, you have to change yourself first in
Mm.
order to see it in the outside world, of course. Thank you so much. I have one last question for you. It is when people reach out to you after
Mhm.
listening to this episode, do you have special offers for
A
the
product,
listeners?
an offer. When will this be uploaded, or the timing?
May the
May.
3rd, not May the
Okay.
4th, but May the 3rd.
So in May, yes, I am at the moment launching a very beautiful product that is called the League of Champions. The
Oh,
League of Champions is a 1 year a company, like a
mhm.
1 year. How do you say in English? Begleitung.
Come.
A 1 year. Um, okay, it's gone for now. Not
Yeah,
important.
it's
We go together. We go together for 1 year,
mhm,
and what I really feel, what is important for the people that enter in the League of Champions, is really to live the border and to their own borders and limitations, and to cross this border, as well as in the online business if you have, but not only this, but also offline, working with the horses again, because the horses we use, they are pura raza española, is the horse of the Spanish king's house, very beautiful and very sensitive horses, and we use those horses to really um, lead. Put yourself in the leading position, because what we need is leader, to be the leader of the new, to be the entrepreneur of the new, to be the leader of the new, led by heart. Lead yourself, and the horses are a mirror for this. So the League of Champions, if you sign up for this, you can either have the whole year and we have the horses in the meantime, or you can also call me, write me, whatever, and ask me for a meeting with the horses, just to have this. But I can tell you that most of the times people will need like 2 or 3 months after the meeting with the horse, because so many stuffs comes up. It would be like a bit dangerous to let you go and ciao, the only disappointment. It's really like a bit more than just a meeting with a horse. It's really deep stuff that arises. And you can also sign in for my retreat, which is called Rose. I don't know if you saw on my Facebook. Rose is a retreat that started in March and was my first initiation to work with plant medicine for the healing of the feminine creation, the feminine entrepreneur, the feminine, because we have so many old stories on our womb. And this is talking about money, the giving and receiving part. Women are not allowed to receive. Many women just don't have this allowance to receive. And this is something where my shaman part is also covered. So
I love that.
this is the portfolio.
This was brilliant. Thank you so much. Now we have the complete overview, and please reach out to Cindy. She's amazing. And yeah, and I put the links in the show notes, of course.
Thank
you
you, Caroline, for having me.
Thank you
Bye bye.
being
Thanks
here.
for listening. Ciao.
And see you in the next episode.